We've been best friends since I first met you as a boy back in that little schoolhouse in Wicker Glen. I protected you then from the school bully. I walked you home after class. I listened when you were sad. I always tried to be there for you as we grow up. I want to watch over you for the rest of our lives. Sarah, will you please be my wife?
I've made you wait ever so long, and you've been oh so patient. All the little things you've done for me, I love them. They mean so much. Yes, Will, I would be honored to be your wife.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Sarah, I love you.
I love you, Will.
You know we've been invaded. And I can't just stand by, nor can your father. You know that.
I do. Here. Take this. My grandmama helped me make it when I was little. Help me feel close to you while you're gone.
I'll come home to you as soon as I can. This war won't last long, I promise.
What am I gonna do without you? And if something should happen...
Don't say it. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'll be fine.
I believe that, but it doesn't make it any easier. If I find out you're in trouble, I'll come after you on my hands and knees if need be.
I love you, Sarah.
Look after our Sarah. Son, we have to go now. Say goodbye.
I love you, my Prairie Rose.
I love you, Will! I love you. God watch over my father and Will. Protect them. Listening to the sound of gunfire off in the distance this afternoon made me think of Father and Will.
I know, dear. It's been so long since we had a letter. When your father was away at war the first time in Mexico, it was a terrible time for me. I was like a lost soul without him. He came back to me, though. The good Lord saw to that. Now, we must trust in him again to keep both our husbands safe. Sarah, do you hear me?
Yes, Mother.
Mrs. Morgan paid us a call this afternoon. She brought her mending and a big bowl of her delicious apples. Would you like one?
Maybe later.
That Mrs. Morgan. She sure is lucky to have her younger sons to help her out around the farm. Sure would be nice to have a few extra hands around here, but we're managing quite nicely, all by ourselves, aren't we, Sarah? Did you hear that? Who could that be this time of night? Strange. It appears to be a young woman. Can I help you?
I'm sorry, Ann. I'm sorry to bother you this late, but I'm looking for Sarah Rose. Do you know her?
Who are you?
I'm...
Oh, my heavens! You're bleeding!
Oh,
Sarah,
yeah.
quick!
It's fine. It's just a scratch.
Nonsense. We're bringing you inside. Who could she possibly be? I don't know, dear.
Don't worry, I will take good care of you.
Take her boot and a sock off gently.
There's a lot of blood.
Use those scraps from the rope basket.
Well, whatever got her didn't break the bone, just sort of grazed her.
Well, thank God for that.
The Yankees, they were chasing me. I got hit by one of their mini balls. I made it, though. There was a group.
Hush now, girl. You can tell us all about it in the morning. I want you to just rest now.
But I just...
Rest, dear. Go get some water and I'll clean up this wound. And be quick.
Yes, Mother.
How is she?
Sleeping like a newborn babe.
Has she said anything yet?
No, not yet.
Are you Sarah? Are you Sarah Rose Beckins?
Yes, I am.
Oh, sorry I wasn't able to explain last night.
Don't be foolish. You needed tending to and a good night's rest. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling...
Oh my, these bandages
my
are
leg.
changing.
It's sore.
I expected to be sore for a few more days. You were lucky, though. The mini ball didn't shatter the bone, just sort of grazed you. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Catherine. My name is Catherine Gales Knight, but please, call me Kath. I'm from Cairo, but I'm a Southerner, though. There are many of us there in those parts. We don't care what old Abe says about it. I'm helping the Confederacy any way I can. When I think about how Lincoln is forcing brothers to shoot brothers, it just makes my blood boil. They call that part of southern Illinois Egypt.
Yes. We've heard a little something about you folks up there, but quite frankly, we didn't know what to think.
In the spring of '61, 2 counties of ours actually voted to secede. We were going to join the Confederacy, and we've been fighting the Yanks ever since.
Easy, you need your strength.
Listen, I have a message for you. From your husband?
From Will? Where is he?
In a prison camp in Chicago, south of the city, near the lake. They call it Camp Douglas. I saw him there.
What do you mean?
You see,
Was there an older gentleman there with him? Someone who could be my husband's age?
I'm sorry, I don't know anything about anyone else. I go up there as often as I can, smuggling whatever food and medical supplies I could fit under my petticoats across the Yankee picket line. Not easy. I do some nursing for our boys. Help the doc out. The doc likes me. He doesn't get much help from the Yanks, but he does his duties the best he can. He doesn't have a lot of fancy remedies and such, and many of our good boys are dying.
And you said you saw my husband there.
Yes, he wasn't wounded that badly, just sick with the fever. Rampant in the camp it is. The last day I was at the camp, I was tending to the boys. I felt tugging at my skirt. Looked down and saw a skeleton of a man clutching to a quilt, looking up at me. I knelt down to talk to him.
You leave the camp.
I do.
Could you get a message out?
Of course. Who's the message to?
My wife. Tell her I love her. I want much to be with her. I want to go home. I don't think I'll leave this place for a long time.
Her name?
My Prairie Rose, Sarah Rose beckons. We were planning on starting our home on a small farmstead near her parents' home in Ballard County, Kentucky. Then the war came. If there's any way possible, any way that you could get a message to her.
And he said, if there were any way possible, could I get this message to his wife? And then he faded off into sleep. And I figured, since I passed down this way anyway, the best thing to do would be to deliver the message myself.
And he said Prairie Rose.
Yes.
He's not gonna make it alive there, is he?
I'm sorry, but I don't think so.
I have to go to him. I must.
What? Sarah, have you lost your mind?
I'm sorry, Mother.
You can't go there.
I'm sorry, Mother. I've got to go.
No, Sarah. No.
Thank you, my friend. I'm in your debt for bringing this message. I won't be gone very long.
Oh, honey. You don't know how long you're going to be gone. What could happen to you out there? Chicago is a long way off. Oh, we don't have any gentlemen around to properly escort you. And even if you could get to Chicago somehow, where would you stay? Who would watch out for you? You know, it is a very cruel world out there, and you never know who you can trust. Your father and I have always tried to protect you, the best we could, maybe more than we should have, from the harshness of life.
Mother, I wish I had the words to take away this pain. But if there's a chance that Will's alive out there, I must go get him.
Well, how can you do that? You've never been more than 5 miles from this very house. I simply cannot bear to lose you too.
What if I were to go back with Kath?
Oh.
She's been to Camp Douglas many times. She knows the way. Mother, I love my husband, and I want to be with him. But if you don't want me to go, I won't.
Oh, Sarah, come sit with me. Sometimes I do forget that you are a married woman now. And if I knew that my husband was in the same situation as yours is now, why, no power on this earth could keep me from going to him. Oh, I swear I would walk through the fires of hell for that man. So, I cannot ask you to stay here with me if your husband needs you. Remember the vows you took on your wedding day, dear? For better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, till death do you part. Well, That is what being married to a man is really all about. No, I cannot ask you to break those vows. Oh, Sarah, we women, we have to be so strong for our husbands when they go off to war. But we must be especially strong for each other. I am here for you always.
I know, Mother.
Now, let's get this calf well so she can take you to your husband.
Thank you.
Oh.
Begging your pardon, sir. One of those Pinkerton men is here to see you.
What does he want? Can't he see I'm trying to fight a war here?
He says he has orders from General McClellan.
Tell the men to break camp.
Yes, sir.
I better go see that Pinkerton.
Captain, I'm Special Agent Winslow.
What can I do for you, Special Agent Winslow?
Well, my deputy and I have been commissioned
Tell
to...
me what it is you need.
Well, one of these Reb sympathizers ran through your lines. We've been trailing her since Chicago. A shot at her may have winged her.
You mustn't be very good at what you do, Special Agent Winslow. You've got a guerrilla unit between you and her now.
I'm patient. I'll get her.
It's a mess, this war. Your little spy's gonna have a lot of friends down here. And besides, what are you bothering me with your problem?
Well, I'd like to borrow a couple of your men to help track her down.
Very well. You may have a couple of my soldiers. Go see the sergeant.
Thank you, sir.
Winslow, make sure you bring my men back before you go back east to Washington or wherever it is you're from.
Please drink now. Take a good drink.
Hey, we got a live one here.
Soon to be dead.
Please drink now. Take a good drink.
That's enough, son. Your leg is healing very well. It's too bad this fever will probably take you, though.
You see what a week's worth of bed rest can do? You look much better.
I feel much better. I think I've healed up nicely.
Yes, I think you have. What will you do now?
What do you mean?
Well, will you be going back?
Of course I will. But it'll be more dangerous now. Yankees in the picket line. They know my face, and they think I'm a spy. And they won't take too kindly to seeing me again.
Going up there to get my husband.
What'd you say?
One way or another, with or without you, I'm going up there to get my husband.
Alone. You can't go up there alone. Are you attached?
Will you take me?
You'll be a lot of trouble.
My mind is made up. I'm going. Will you please take me with you to the Yankee prison camp?
I reckon I could use the company.
Thank you, Kat.
I guess I do owe you one for fixing me up real good.
Well, Matilda, it looks like it's just gonna be you and me now, just like before. It seems just yesterday our little Sarah was playing with you. You remember that? Right there on the floor. Now, our little girl wants to leave home, totally unprepared, accompanied by some wayward stranger, go off to some far-off city, rescue her husband from probable death. Oh, Tildy, what can I do? What can I do? Oh.
I think Kat's ready to go.
Oh.
I just wanted to say thanks for fixing me up real good, and the new duds are nice too.
Well, I just wish we could do more.
Just the same, thanks.
Catherine, I believe that it was divine providence that brought you to our doorstep, and I will pray hourly that the good Lord will send his angels to guide and protect you both on your journey.
Thank you, ma'am. Come on, Sarah. We got far to go today.
I'm ready, Mother.
Sarah, I want you to take my shawl.
No, I can't.
It'll keep you warm at night.
Take this.
No, now I insist. Oh, Sarah. I am so afraid to let you go.
Oh. Kat has a good heart. She'll take care of us.
I know she does. Oh, Sarah, you are the most precious gift the good Lord has ever given your father and I. And I am so proud of the woman you are becoming. You come back to me, and you bring our Will with you, and you fill my house with grandchildren.
I will.
Come on, Sarah.
You think we'll need that?
I gotta be prepared for anything. I mostly just use to scare away critters at night. Misfires a lot. It's not any good for any real shooting.
How long do you think it'll take us to get to the camp?
Oh, a few days. Once we hit the rail line, we'll ride up to Chicago. I know the station man at Lick Creek up on the Illinois side. He'll give us tickets.
Why would he do that?
Well, he's a strong believer in the cause. Besides, he's my grandpappy. From there, we'll ride up to Chicago, in style.
Sounds too easy.
Well, from there, it's sorta easy. First, we have to get past the Yanks.
Yankees?
Yankees have picket lines that have crossed most Kentucky. I ran into a group of them on the way down here. But don't worry, I know a lot of tricks.
Then what? Once we're in Chicago, I mean.
Well, we'll go to the camp. The doc up there's a friend of mine, and he'll know what's due to get your husband out.
I just hope we're not too late. It sounded real close.
It did. We must be close to one of those guerrilla units.
Well, there it is, Peterson. The only railroad bridge for miles. We'll stake out that bridge for a couple days. There aren't many ways to cross a river this wide. Our little rabbit's gonna have to come through this way. And besides, if we don't get her here, we'll get her at Lake Creek.
You don't suppose she'd take a boat?
Bringing across on a boat costs money. She'll come this way. It's more dangerous, but it's cheap.
Well, that is what they call good deductive reasoning.
Have the men set up at the end of the railroad bridge. I'm gonna get this one. I can feel it.
Halt. Who are you two?
It's me, Kath. Kath Gales Night?
Kath. Kath? Yes, it is you. Howdy, Kath. How you feeling?
Oh, fine, just downright fine.
Last time we saw you, we thought a Yankee mini ball got you.
Oh, no, it just grazed me.
Who's your friend?
Oh, this is Sarah. I'm taking her to Camp Douglas to find her husband.
Well, good luck, Missy. Go on through. The boys will be happy to see you.
Thank you kindly.
Kath? Is that you?
It's me.
By golly. Still in one piece.
One piece.
So glad to see that. Sit down and rest a little.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Sarah. I'm taking her to Camp Douglas to find her husband.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. Oh, don't worry about Kath. She's the best. She's gone up there many times. Very responsible. I've known her for a long time. You can trust her. So maybe it's a little rough around the edges.
Yes, sir.
Well, Kath, glad to see you're all right. After that last little scrape you got in the middle of, I thought it was going to be the end of you.
I was lucky on that one. Just ran as hard as I could to get to you boys. I knew I'd be safe then. Powerful strong.
Good that is. So why is it no one in your family's come up with you on this journey?
Well, I don't have a lot of family. My father left for the army with my husband Will on the same day last year. I knew in my heart that something had happened to Will. The letters stopped coming in, and he was real good about that. My father, on the other hand, well, we don't know where he is. Kath here's the first to bring us news ever since the letters stopped coming in. I hope that he's alive somewhere and he just can't get a message to us. I continue to pray for miracles.
And you're the only child?
Afraid so.
Well, alive, that is. About a year after I was born, Mama gave birth to a set of twin sons. It was a difficult labor, and she almost died. A few months later, both my brothers came down with a fever, and we lost them. After that, Mama had no other children. I'm their only daughter.
Sorry, miss.
Thank you.
Well, Sarah, I have to tell you, there may be trouble for you when you go up north. There are reports that Pink and his men are in the area.
Thank you. I'll be careful.
You're welcome. The boys in that camp really need Cat. She's a real angel. Oh, you can sleep in my tent tonight. I'll sleep out here under the stars.
Thank you, Sam. It's very kind of you. If you don't mind. Good night.
Good night.
Skeeters are sure nasty.
Not as bad as what our infantry's going through right now, though.
My wife says the Army's having a hard time getting recruits. They're taking Irish immigrants right off the boat.
Irish?
Before they even have a chance to have their first meal in America.
Right off the boat. Old Abe's getting desperate. We'll get some victories soon. This war will be over by spring, I guarantee that.
You are worse than the Skeeters.
Perhaps you'd like some of these, Mr. Peterson.
How can you eat those damn things?
What do you think you'll do? I mean, after this war's over?
Oh, I'll go back to New York. My wife and youngest son are there. I'll try to find work. Wouldn't mind opening a general store. I never could get the hang of farming after I got back from Mexico. I just did not have the patience for it, I guess. And you?
Well, I actually like this work. Don't like being out here in the backwaters of the West. Need someplace where I can get a decent meal, go to the theater once in a while. I'll probably end up in Washington. That's where people are making names for themselves.
Yeah, that would be a good place for you.
Movement on the bridge. Go get the boys. Might have company here. All right, man, get ready. Now, man, now!
Whoa! Whoa! Don't you know your own men?
Whoa, they're ours.
Sorry, I'm looking for a spy.
A spy? What's he look like?
It's a girl, actually.
If we'd met up with anybody like that, we would have introduced ourselves.
Girl spy. And they call out the army too?
All right, man, back to your business. You two, back to your posts. Let's try to stay sharp.
Yankee camp. What do we do now?
We go around them. Follow me.
What was that?
What was what?
The noise over there in the woods.
I think that soldier sees us.
Just stay calm. Trust me. We've nothing to fear. Just do as I do.
Hey, boys.
Stop there this minute. What are you two girls doing here?
Oh, I'm sorry. We were just going out for an afternoon walk and we ran into you boys.
Well, then why you got them traveling bags?
Oh, it's just some old wash we're taking home to clean for the widow woman over at the Jacobson's farm. Her husband was killed by the Rebs, and she has many children, so we help her out from time to time.
I still think we ought to report this to the captain.
Come on, boys. We're just going about our business. We don't mean any harm. I have a small bottle of something I think you boys might enjoy. I know it's not much, but I think it'll keep you warm for the night.
I'm sure it will. I think we can kind of let these two gals mosey along. Dobbs?
All right, see you boys later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's get out of here.
Cat? Sam said some men had been hired to track you down. Cat, what's going on? Are you in trouble?
It'll be fine.
Are you sure?
Listen, I can handle them. It'll be all right. I can handle these people. Do you trust me?
Yes.
Good. Now look over here. The Ohio River. Amazing, isn't it?
Gosh, it's huge. This is why it's a lake. How are we ever going to get across?
Just down the stream of Spill, there's a rail bridge. We'll cross over it at night. It's harder for the Yankees to see us that way.
How many do you think there'll be?
Don't know. Could be 10, could be 2. We'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we won't have to find out, if we're quiet enough. Kath, in regards. Follow me, over here to the left.
Halt you two or we'll shoot!
Get her, boys, it's her!
Come on, boys.
Guard.
I see it. Let's go.
Who was that? Who was that?
Get her now!
Just quiet. What's going on out there? Whoa, whoa! Nobody upsets my night with a ruckus
Check
like
the
this
stalls.
without some explanation.
Two rebel spies just ran through this barn. Now move.
Did they?
Move!
Who are you?
Agents Winslow and Peters. Now, if you kindly move out of the way, or taking you in too.
I would lower that fork if I were you.
I see. You all right? I did see 2 young ladies come running through here.
Men, search the barn.
Makes sense they was rebel scum. How dare they use my barn as their escape from the law? They didn't even have the kindness to ask to come through like you fine gentlemen. Well, you may pass. They headed straight through my barn and out the other door into the cornfield. Better be quick if you're gonna catch them.
Let's go, man.
Good riddance. That's all I need is more men chasing after others with guns. Now, you two. What's this all about?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dears.
You could have turned us in.
I just couldn't.
When I came up here to the north to escape my bondage, I too was being chased after, just as you two are now. Well, I just couldn't be the one responsible for turning you in. Someone else might, but not me. I have had enough of this pain and will not see it done to others, especially fine southern ladies like yourselves. Now, I suggest you be very quiet and try and get some rest. I think you'll be all right here for the rest of the evening. I'll be back in the morning with some breakfast for you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good night, ladies.
Cat? Who were those men? They seem to know you.
They're Pinkertons. Agent Winslow and his deputy on the way down followed me from Springfield.
Why?
Sometimes I do more in the camp than to help out in the hospital. I look for ways to get our boys out.
You're a spy.
Suppose so. They've been hunting me down to question me. They don't have any proof, except for the word of one miserable Yankee I was dealing with at the Rock Island prison camp.
They have a prison camp there too?
Nasty one. The wind there in the winter will freeze a stone through. I'd been bringing this one guard whiskey, and then one night he gets into his head that he'd like a little more from me than just whiskey. And so I knocked him hard in the head with it, and boy did he come after me.
He deserved it.
Well, he fired his musket and ordered the camp. They followed me for about a day or so, and then gave up. I think that's when the Pinkertons must have been alerted.
Who are the Pinkertons?
They're a detective agency, hired by Yankee General McClellan to gather information on spies and Southern conspirators. The spies of the North. 2 of these Pinkertons caught up with me in Springfield, and there was a little incident.
What happened?
It was really nothing. They were just looking for an excuse. They stopped me to question me, and they wanted to take me in.
Catherine Gales Knight, we're here to take you in for questioning regarding an incident at Rock Island Prison Camp.
What did I do?
You're suspected of being a rebel and a spy.
A spy? I'm a nurse. I help the soldiers with the doctor.
We know that you help the soldiers, but you're helping them just a little bit too much. Peterson, I've had enough of this. Tie her up, we're taking her in.
They chased me all the way down to Kentucky, where I lost them in that little skirmish I ran through to get to your farm.
They're not going to give up easy, are they?
Don't reckon so. Stay ahead of them, we'll be fine. And besides, we'll be on the train soon. Good night, then.
Good night, Kath.
Good morning, girls. My name is Lizzie. I brought you some water and some biscuits. Please have some.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Sarah, and this is Kath. We're from Kentucky. Well, I'm from Kentucky. Kath here is from Illinois.
Oh, well, nice to meet you. Sarah from Kentucky and Kath from Illinois. What brings you to my barn?
My husband's very sick. Kath here's taken me to him.
Oh, well, where is it that you need help traveling to?
Camp Douglas in Chicago.
Oh, I see.
He's dying, ma'am. We were married the day before he was sent off to fight in this war. I haven't seen him in over a year, and I don't even know if he's still alive.
Well, I haven't seen my husband for several years also. On our trek north, he took sick and died, just outside this barn in the cornfield. The elderly gentleman that lived here was a supporter of the Underground Railroad. He let me bury my husband here and stay on for as long as I like. That was 10 years ago. Well, since that time, the gentleman has passed on. But having no local kin of his own, he passed this small farm on to my care. Don't worry, child. You'll see your husband again. But you must be strong for him. That's what my mother told me. Now, you two best be moving on. I'm sure the gentlemen are long gone from here now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your kindness.
Oh, go on now. And take care of your husband.
Quiet little town.
Hey, her grandfather runs the station here. She'll come this way, you can count on it.
We'll get her this time.
We better.
Only a few miles away Creek now. We'll be on the train tonight where we'll finally get some sleep.
I'm looking forward to that. My feet are sore worn off. Kath, you mentioned your grandfather. Where are your parents?
My father's dead.
I'm sorry.
He was killed by the Yankee Army. He was forced to join the Army, save the Union and all. He didn't agree with the war, so he refused to fight, but they took him anyway. He soon fled, but he didn't get far. They hunted him down and caught him. He was hung the very next morning as a deserter. Mother got the news in a letter written by a friend of ours, who was in the same unit as Father. We were both devastated. Mother and I moved in with Grandfather for the duration. I have 2 brothers. They both fled down to Kentucky, fighting for Morgan's men. Mother wouldn't have him fighting for the Yanks. I swore I'd help the Confederacy any way I could. So I started traveling up to prison camps, where I'd be of some use to our boys, who were suffering the evils of the Yanks. Look, there it is, Lick Creek. We're nearly there.
Kath, if there's anything I can do to help with your work, I want to.
Best way? Get your husband out of that pit. Get him back home.
All the same, I wish I could do more.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
There's Winslow and Peterson. Let's go this way.
Kath! I'm so glad that you're safe.
Shh. There's some Pinkertons outside who've been chasing us.
How can I help you?
Well, I'm taking Miss Sarah up to Camp Douglas.
Miss Sarah, it's an honor to meet you.
And I you, sir.
When's the next train?
In about 2 hours.
We'll just hide in the baggage room.
And I'll stay here and watch.
Oh, thank you, Granddad.
Kath, Sarah. Here are the packages of supplies for the camp.
The boys will really appreciate this.
And the tickets.
Thank you, Granddad.
The train will be here soon, so get ready. Miss Sarah, it's been a pleasure to meet you, and I hope you see your husband soon. Kath, take care. We love you, and I'll see that you get on the train safely.
train will be in soon. As soon as it starts to pull out, we make a break for it, all right?
Right. But why
And just stay close and run fast.
Anything?
Nothing.
All aboard!
When the train moves, we move. Got it? Got it. Almost. There, go.
Catherine Gale's not you get off that train right now!
Granddad!
Stay on the train!
Ask the grandfather when the next train's coming.
Kill that Winslow.
He sure is, Sco.
How dare he knock my granddad down like that?
Do you think we lost him?
I hope so. We definitely have a head start now. Next train doesn't come through here till day after tomorrow.
May I have your tickets, ladies?
Oh, certainly.
Mr. Lincoln, sir?
Who are you, my child? What are you doing here?
Actually, sir, I'm not sure. I don't know even how I got here.
Well, good day to you then. You can see yourself out.
Actually, sir,
Yes?
there is something I wish to speak to you about.
Yes, go ahead.
You see, sir, you have my husband.
What do you mean I have your husband?
He's at a prisoner of war camp, Camp Douglas, in Chicago.
I see.
He's dying, sir. And I need to get him out of there and bring him home.
I'm not sure how I can help you.
You could write a letter for his release.
You know I can't do that.
I know you could. Please, I miss him so much, and I won't let him die in a wretched place like that.
Young lady, there is nothing I would like more than to release your husband. What about the thousands of other husbands? The fathers, the brothers, and sons of countless other families that want their loved ones back. And the thousands that have died and will never return, even after the war. No, my child, the fastest way for your husband to come home is for me to end this war as quickly as possible. I want our country to be whole again, not two divided countries. United, we stand, but divided, we will most certainly fail in our great experiment in democracy. We are going through a most difficult time, but I believe that our country will be stronger for it. I am so very sad that the cost of our nation's growing pains have been so very high. Your husband and countless others on both sides of the war are sacrificing much more than they should have ever been asked to give. Now, child, go. Help your husband. I can't deny you this right. You have such deep love for each other. How could I stand in your way? You have my blessings.
Thank you, sir. I will.
I will. I will. I will.
You will what?
I'll get Will out of prison.
Well, certainly.
I've got a really good feeling. I think everything's gonna be okay.
Well, we'll be in Chicago by this evening, but I wouldn't get your hopes up just yet. From here we head south, then we just follow our nose.
What do you mean?
The smell. It's bad. For miles around. Sure makes camp easy to find, though.
Oof, you were right about the smell. How are we getting in?
There's a side gate at the end of the fence line.
Will the guards give us much trouble?
No, they come and go all the time. They're usually half hungover at this hour anyhow. Get out!
Lord have mercy on his soul. I think that Yank's looking at us.
He's probably just a spy catcher. Don't look at him. Good morning!
Can I see your papers, please?
Who's your friend? Does she have a pass?
No, she's a new girl here to help.
Well, why do you want to help those stinking traitors?
Well, we're all God's children, are we not?
Pardon us, ladies. Excuse us. Just the same, some deserve what they get. See Doc Blue immediately about getting a pass.
We will.
All right, you may pass.
That wasn't so bad.
Not too bad when you know the right person to give a bottle of whiskey to occasionally.
Oh my God, Kath. There's so many. What can we do?
Just do what you can, and the rest is in the Lord's hands.
Please. Water, miss. Just a little water, if you please. Thank you, miss.
Come on, let's get inside and find your husband.
Stay silent, don't ask. Time will tell the stories you once said. Time will bring the past.
The smoke here's even worse. You'll get used to it.
Scalpel! Sweet Jesus, Doc! I need some chloroform! I can't operate on this guy without chloroform! Give that to my assistant. Oh! God. Oh my God.
You guys could really use this stuff.
Breathe.
Oh, Kath, you're an angel. Where'd you come from? Give me the bone saw. This hospital is like bedlam without chloroform. Here. Tenaculum.
Miss, please stop.
Oh dear.
How's the war going? Are we winning? I've been here so long.
The last news I heard was that General Lee was moving his armies north again. I think we're winning. Where were you captured?
At Shiloh.
Do you know my husband? He was at Shiloh. His name's Will. Will Beckins. Is he here at this hospital?
Yeah, yes, he's over there.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Will?
Sweet Sarah.
Thank God. It is you. I found you and you're still alive.
How did you find me here?
How bad are you hurt?
Really bad a while ago. Still weak, but holding on. How on earth did you get here?
Kath, the nurse you spoke to. She brought me the message that you needed me.
I don't remember her. Just remember one seeing you. I'm so happy to see you.
Do you know what happened to Father? We haven't heard from him in a real long time.
I don't. They assigned him to a different unit.
Will, we're gonna get you out of here.
How are you going to manage that?
I don't know, but Kath has some ideas.
Believe me, Sarah, seeing you again has been enough. If something were to happen to you, I couldn't live with myself. Please don't try to get me out.
You don't have a choice in this. I've come all this way. I'm not leaving without you. I don't want to hear another word about it. I'm getting you out.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with you.
I've got to go over by Kath. But I'll be right back. This is him, Doc.
How you doing, son?
Okay, Doc.
Oh, I remember this one. Mini ball. Went right in between the bones. He still has fever.
Can we move him?
If he stays here, he'll almost surely die. Kath is clever. I trust her. Follow what she says. I can't risk the other men in this hospital.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have to get back to my patients.
Will? Kath and I have to leave. We'll be back tomorrow to get you out. I'll see you soon, my love.
Oh, Miss Catherine. So kind of you to come bless in our humble establishment once again.
Hello, Dr. Bluewell.
And did you come bearing your special cargo again?
Whatever do you mean, Doctor?
Well, just be sure to leave the half of it at the quartermaster's, and all will be fine, as per our usual arrangement.
Of course, Doctor.
And Who's your little friend this fine day?
More help for the hospital.
Well, a fine, handsome-looking one she is, too. Will you be needing a pass there?
She will.
Well, there's the rub. What can she bring me on her next visit to compensate me for all my trouble here now? Well, Missy, what can you bring me?
How about some nice Kentucky sunshine?
Kentucky whiskey. Well, that will serve. Just make sure you bring 2 bottles to the quartermaster on your next visit. I think that's a fair arrangement. Don't you, Missy?
Yes, sir. Very fair.
Very well, ladies. Carry on.
Oh, wait, the pass. Doctor! You forgot to give me the pass.
Yes, indeed I did. Well, you return tomorrow, and I'll make sure it's all arranged. Come, Nurse Hannah. We really must go.
Don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow, and for more than just a pass. Doc Blue told you to see him, so you will. Let's go to the quartermaster's.
Well, Miss Kath, do you have your usual contribution for the Union cause?
Do I ever not?
Don't be sassy with me. Where is it? Seems a little shy, don't you think?
It's all there.
It better be. Next time I expect double. Do you understand? Double!
What was in that package? Just some cheap tobacco. I hope he and his friends choke on it.
Thank you, my darling.
Don't mention it.
Be sure to wash the stink off.
How are we gonna get Will out of there?
I have a friend who runs a tap room. I think he can help us out with an idea I have.
What idea? And what's a tap room?
A saloon, run by a fellow named Monroe here in town. He used to run a tap room near where I grew up in southern Illinois, and then he lost everything in a fire set by the Yanks, looking for a Confederate patriot. They accused him of harboring a fugitive and burned his place to the ground. He doesn't have much love for the Yanks, I can tell you that. But these days he lays low, trying to avoid the soldiers. But he helps the cause out from time to time, so I think he'll help us.
Was he?
Was he what?
Was he harboring a Confederate patriot?
At the time, no. The day prior, he was. Just wait here a second.
I always wanted to visit Chicago. I just never thought it would be like this.
Come on, Monroe will see us now. Sarah, this is Monroe.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Sarah.
Not you, sir.
So how are things at the camp these days?
Well, you know how they are. They're piling the boys up there. There's just no room.
You think they'll miss one more?
Who is he?
Miss Sarah's husband.
His name is Will. He's at the hospital there. Oh, we saw him today.
You think we could sneak him out somehow?
Might be possible. The guards there are fickle. Depends on how sober they are.
My husband can barely stand, let alone walk. How are we gonna sneak him past the guards?
Monroe, do you still have that big riding cape of yours?
Ah, to cover Will with.
Yeah, you see what I'm getting at? We'll cover him up with it. It's the same as the preacher wears. We'll tell the guards he's ill and he's going home for the day. Doc said he'll help us. He'll create some sort of distraction as we move through the camp.
That just might work. I'll get some clothes for him, and in the morning we'll meet out there. But you know I can't go inside.
I understand.
Now, we've got that set. There's a room in back. No one's using it. You must spend the night.
That'd be great. Tomorrow we go. Just trust me.
I do trust you, Kath.
Well, here's the cape and an extra shirt, too.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Now go on, and I wish both of you luck.
I am so nervous. The Yankees are going to see my fear and know something's up.
Don't hide your eyes. Look them straight in the face and smile. Believe me, a young lady's smile goes a long way with prison guards.
Howdy, ma'am.
Did you get the stink off?
And how are you doing?
Doing just fine.
And what about your past?
Dr. Blewell said he'd write me up one today. Nurse Hannah had him in a real rush yesterday.
Yeah, she tends to do that. You can go in, but next time you have to have the pass.
Yes, sir.
Well, little Miss Forgetful. Now, where's the shipment you're supposed to be bringing me yesterday?
What do you mean?
Nurse Hannah tells me you didn't make your stop at the quartermaster's yesterday.
Yes, I did. He must have forgot. You better check with him again.
Right, I think we will check with him. Right now, you're coming with me.
Cass, should I be going with you?
No, we don't need you. Just go on in. Be about your business here.
I'll be fine. Just go ahead with it.
Yes, tend to your soldiers.
We're so close to being together again.
No, child. This is not your husband.
This isn't my will?
No, child. This man was brought in last night with the typhoid. After you came, your husband was doing so well that I moved him over to that wall. This is the wall for the dying.
I thought you were dead.
Me? Dead? Since seeing you yesterday, impossible.
Are you feeling well enough to get out of here?
If I'm not, I'll die trying.
Good. Let's get you fixed up and go.
Find the hospital! Come get in there!
Okay, Will, let's go.
Well, Doctor, what should we do with this one?
You know I made the delivery yesterday.
We've sent for Agent Winslow. He'll soon be here to arrest you.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to wait for that.
Ow! Yes, sir.
What was your business in the camp today?
I was here to tend to the sick and the dying with the doc.
I see. And who are you, and what was your business?
This is Father Michael from the mission. He's here to give final rites to the dying.
Let me see your face, Father.
Stop her! Stop that girl! Spy!
Come on, Sarah, we have to keep moving.
Get out of
Kath got away.
Yeah, but she's better be quick.
She is.
We made it.
Yes, but no Kath. We'll just rest and wait here for her. Will, are you feeling all right? You just don't look so good.
Believe me, Sarah, I'm the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Been rescued by an angel. 2 angels. Believe me, I'm going to be just fine.
Look, there's Kath.
You go ahead. I'll just wait here. Rest.
All right, I'll be back. Kath! Kath, we're over here. Kath! You're all right.
I told you I was good at what I do.
You are, Kath, you are. How did you ever get away from Winslow?
I just kept running and ducking in and out of alleyways, and here I am.
One moment, ladies. I don't care about this rep, but I want you, Cat. Believe me, I'll shoot him.
Well, all right.
All right.
Kath, what are you doing?
I'm going over there. You stay here. Okay, just take it easy.
She made her grave months ago.
Sorry.
Grab, you'll hang for this.
Stop!
Sarah, what are you doing?
I won't let you take my husband!
Your husband? Now I see how it is. Stupid girl.
Who are you? Who are you?
Sarah, it's me, your father.
Could this be where you come from?
Are you hurt?
I'm fine.
How are you doing, son? I'm not hurt either. Quickly, let's get the two of you out of this.
No, wait, Kath. Kath? Kath, can you hear me?
Sarah, I don't think I'll be going back with you.
Yes, you will, Kath. Yes, you will.
No, I won't. You'll be fine. Just take your husband home.
I'm so sorry. Soldiers are coming. We need to go now.
Will is right. Let's go.
Men, we got our spy.
What happened to you? Where have you been?
Sarah, remember when you were a child? I always told you no moment is without meaning. All things, all sacrifices are for a reason. I was offered an opportunity to serve the Confederacy as a member of the underground in Chicago to gather information on the Yankees.
But how did you come to find me here?
Yesterday, I walked past the camp, as I have many times. I saw the shooting, and I thought I saw you, but I couldn't be certain. After all, what would you be doing in Chicago?
Yes. Remember a man looking at me. That was you. I thought you were a Pinkerton. But what were you doing talking to those Yanks? They seem to know you.
It's part of my cover. I work as a grave digger for the prison. I was getting ready to make arrangements for the body of the prisoner who was gunned down in the street. Today, I went back to the camp, hoping I would see you, hoping you would return. I saw you come out of the camp, but then I saw this Pinkerton going after your friend, and I decided to chase after him. And that moment brought me back to you.
But why didn't you ever write us?
I'm sorry, I couldn't chance a letter getting through enemy lines. If a letter were to fall into the hands of the Yankees, my mission would be discovered. I could not risk that.
Yes, Father. You're right, I understand. You've done such valuable work for the cause. You're not coming home with us, are you?
No. must continue my work here.
Yes, Father.
Sarah, I promise you, when this war is over, I will be home.
I will tell Mother that you are safe and sound. And we will pray that this war ends swiftly.
I'm so proud of you. You are so grown up.
Thanks, Kath.